They called him Beast Mode, a one-man wrecking crew who broke 9 tackles on a single play to create an earthquake felt throughout Seattle. From the rough streets of Oakland to Super Bowl glory, Marshawn Lynch defied the odds at every turn. A kid who grew up in one of America's toughest neighborhoods transformed himself into one of the NFL's most iconic running backs. This is the story of a man who did things his own way, refusing to be defined by anyone's expectations but his own. Through injuries, controversies, and retirements, Beast Mode created a legacy that transcends football, becoming a cultural phenomenon and champion for his community. Born on April 22, 1986 in Oakland, California, Marshawn Lynch was raised by his mother, Delisa, who once held a 200-meter track record at Oakland Technical High School. Growing up with 3 older siblings, Lynch found refuge in sports, becoming a 4-sport star at Oakland Tech. By his senior year, he amassed an incredible 1,722 rushing yards and 23 touchdowns in just 8 regular season games, averaging 215 yards per game. He added another 375 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2 postseason games, totaling 2,097 yards and 33 touchdowns in only 10 games. His versatility was remarkable, playing defensive back, quarterback, wide receiver, and linebacker. Rivals.com ranked him as the nation's #2 running back behind only Adrian Peterson. Lynch chose to stay close to home, attending the University of California, Berkeley. Even as a backup his freshman year, he showed flashes of brilliance, rushing for 628 yards and 8 touchdowns on only 71 carries, an 8.8-yard average that would have led the nation with enough attempts. Taking over as starter in 2005, he rushed for 1,246 yards and 10 touchdowns despite missing 2 games with injuries. His junior year was dominant, 1,356 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns, plus 34 receptions for 328 yards and 4 more scores, earning Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year honors. Over 3 seasons at Cal, Lynch accumulated 3,230 rushing yards, 29 touchdowns, and set a school record with 17 100-yard games, averaging an incredible 6.6 yards per carry. The Buffalo Bills selected Lynch with the 12th overall pick in the 2007 NFL Draft. He immediately made an impact, rushing for 1,115 yards and 7 touchdowns as a rookie despite missing 3 games, a pace that would have yielded approximately 1,375 yards over a full season. He followed with 1,036 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2008, earning his first Pro Bowl selection. Over his first 2 seasons, Lynch averaged 76.8 yards per game, a pace that would have put him on track for over 12,000 career yards over 15 seasons. Lynch's journey hit a roadblock in 2009 when NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell suspended him for 3 games following a guilty plea on misdemeanor weapons charges. He lost his starting job to Fred Jackson, finishing with just 450 yards. By 2010, after an ankle injury in preseason, Lynch had fallen out of favor in Buffalo. Everything changed on October 5, 2010, when the Bills traded Lynch to the Seattle Seahawks. In Seattle, Lynch found his true home and transformed into the legendary Beast Mode. Then came the defining moment of his career, the Beastquake. In the 2011 NFC wildcard game against the Saints, Lynch broke 9 tackles on a 67-yard touchdown run that was so powerful, fans' reactions registered on a seismograph 100 yards from the stadium. That single run, where Lynch literally threw a defender to the ground with one arm, made him an NFL legend. It's estimated he broke over 100 tackles that season, with the Beastquake accounting for nearly 10% in just one play. The 2011 season marked Lynch's emergence as an elite running back, rushing for 1,204 yards and 12 touchdowns. This season also cemented his Skittles tradition, a habit from high school that fans embraced by throwing the candy onto the field after his touchdowns. Mars, the candy company behind Skittles, eventually offered him a 2-year supply and later signed him to an endorsement deal. In March 2012, the Seahawks signed Lynch to a 4-year, $31 million contract. He responded with his best season yet, 1,590 yards and 11 touchdowns on a league-leading 315 carries. His punishing style, breaking an estimated 5 to 6 tackles per game, made him feared throughout the NFL. The 2013 season brought Lynch his ultimate prize, a Super Bowl championship. He rushed for 1,257 yards and tied for the league lead with 12 touchdowns. In the playoffs, he dominated with 140 yards against the Saints and 109 against the 49ers before helping Seattle crush Denver 43-8 in Super Bowl 48. Lynch accounted for approximately 30% of Seattle's total offensive yardage that season, driving their championship run. Lynch continued his dominance in 2014 with 1,306 yards and a career-high 13 touchdowns. The Seahawks returned to the Super Bowl, where Lynch rushed for 102 yards against the Patriots. However, in one of the most controversial play calls ever, the Seahawks passed instead of giving Lynch the ball at the 1-yard line in the final moments. The pass was intercepted, costing Seattle the championship. Analysis showed Lynch had converted 5 of 6 attempts from the 1-yard line that season, an 83% success rate far exceeding the league average of 57%. After an injury-plagued 2015 season, Lynch announced his retirement during Super Bowl 50 by posting a picture of his cleats hanging from a wire. During his 6 seasons with Seattle, he accumulated 6,347 rushing yards and 57 touchdowns in 82 games, averaging 77.4 yards per game. But beast mode wasn't finished. After sitting out 2016, Lynch returned to play for his hometown Oakland Raiders. His motivation was personal. With the team planning to relocate to Las Vegas, he wanted Oakland children to see a hometown hero play for the Raiders before they left. In 2 seasons there, he rushed for 1,267 yards and 10 touchdowns in 21 games before retiring again. Even that wasn't the end. In 2019, Lynch returned to the Seahawks for their final regular season game and playoffs. In his brief comeback, he scored 4 touchdowns in 3 games. Throughout his 12-year career, Lynch accumulated 10,413 rushing yards, 85 rushing touchdowns, 2,214 receiving yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. His playoff performance was equally impressive: 970 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns, placing him 4th on the all-time postseason rushing touchdowns list. Beyond football, Lynch's impact has been substantial. Known for his media reluctance, famously repeating, "I'm just here so I won't get fined," at Super Bowl Media Day, Lynch has always been authentic. His Beast Mode brand grew into a successful apparel line, and he's become co-owner of the Seattle Kraken NHL team, the Beasts of fan-controlled football, and the Bay Area Panthers of the Indoor Football League. Lynch has ventured into acting, appearing in shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Westworld, and films like Bottoms and Freaky Tales. In 2021, he launched a cannabis line, Doty Blunts, with proceeds supporting drug policy reform. His Fam First Family Foundation, established in 2006, continues giving back to Oakland. What truly sets Lynch apart isn't just his 4.2 yards per carry or 85 touchdowns. It's not even his estimated 650-plus broken tackles. It's his authenticity and unwavering community commitment. From Oakland's tough streets to NFL stardom and beyond, Lynch has remained true to himself. The man they call Beast Mode redefined what it means to be a football player, businessman, and role model. His legacy isn't measured in yards and touchdowns, but in lives touched and communities transformed. Marshawn Lynch didn't just play the game, he changed it forever. That is why there will never be another Beast Mode.